The Wembley of the North? The Wembley of the North? Old Trafford will have more character than Wembley ever will, no matter how much money's pumped into Wembley. Everyone should be looking up to the actual blueprint of Old Trafford. Never mind Wembley of the North, Sir Jim. Come on, you're better than that. You're a Northerner, you're a Manc yourself, man. Manchester is the place to be. We've always set the standards when it comes to football. Well, we did do, and Sir Jim is looking to bring that back, apparently. I'm going to get your thoughts on what is a very, very tricky subject, which is Manchester United's stadium, Old Trafford. I'm going to go straight in on a poll on this one, guys, and ask you what you think of it. This is Forever United TV. We are live, guys. Get your comments in the live section. This is, like I said, one of them subjects which is... it's close to a lot of Manchester United fans' hearts and is awkward. We want to move. We want to be up there in the new generation of football stadia, training grounds and things like that. Can it be done at Old Trafford? Now, there is a lot of detail in what has been said about what Sir Jim plans are and what he is proposing. We're going to get into that in the show, and let's see if that changes your mind on certain things, because there are a lot of United fans that want to stay at Old Trafford and develop Old Trafford. So it's a simple one. The poll is up right now, guys. It's New Trafford or it's Old Trafford. And you know what I mean by that. Don't even try and be clever in the comment section either. It is a new stadium or it is redevelop Old Trafford. And the difficulties that are coming across that are quite clear, quite present. And it's not going to be easy. I don't know where Manchester United would go or play for the work that's needed to happen at Old Trafford. I don't know if we'll be able to do it while we're actually still playing football there. It's one of these impossible. You're looking at, for example, what Barcelona are doing right now. How Real Madrid managed it, God only knows. Masterminds, how they managed to redevelop that stadium, add another tier, put a roof on top of it, retractable pitch, while they were still playing. It's mind-blowing how they've done that. And the architect's doing that. If anyone's looking to get a project done, just go and get that guy. Go and get them people, because they know what they're doing. Barcelona, on the other hand, not possible. They've gone to the Olympic Stadium and are playing under, 50,000 less fans every single game now at home because of it. Is what's needed to be done to get the new camp sorted. But Manchester United, Old Trafford, I want to know what you guys are thinking. This is going to be different because for me, as a season ticket holder and a match-going fan, it's a bit more relevant for me because it's the experience for myself. It's what I'm used to. It's just the memories that I've got at Old Trafford and everything that comes with that. It's a passionate subject. It really is. And obviously, when you're there today, like I was for the memorial, so Jim was there today, Brailsford, for Alex Ferguson. There was quite a lot of people there today. Skinner was there, Ten Hag, Bruno Fernandes was there. And it was an emotional day, and that just brings everything home, and it plays on your heartstrings then, because all of the memories start coming back from Old Trafford. It holds a place in Manchester United fans' hearts, the old stadium, because it is. Old Trafford is what it says. It's old, and I don't think it is going to be possible to change it. Not to the spec that if we want to be top dogs anyway. If we want to be competing with the stadia of, for instance, Spurs, the one in Vegas that we've seen, all of the stadiums in America, to be honest, like the MetLife that's just got the World Cup final, it's an awesome stadium. It's just absolutely perfect, honestly. You go there and you're just like, everything is just set up. It's the experience, the seating, everything, the dugouts, the way it's corporate section set out, it's just absolutely made for it. And when you're starting from scratch, I can see the appeal. I can, because you can build it your way. It's like building a new home. You go in, you look at this old relic of a house, and you go, "Oh, we can fix that." Then the foundation might not hold that. We want to move that room. No, I tell you what, scrap it, bury it, take it down, rebuild on top of it to your spec, to your standard, with all of the new trimmings and all of the right foundation work within. And it can be set to the highest standards. Manchester United, if we are going to build a new stadium, it has to hold a lot in that stadium for making people want to move away from Old Trafford. We'll get into these points. Actually, guys, I want to get your comments. If you're not watching live, then make sure you get your comments in the comment section as well. For you to move away from Old Trafford, what does this new stadium have to hold for you to get you away from Old Trafford? What does it have to convince you that this is the right move? It has to be something substantial, clearly, because Old Trafford, like I said, is historic. It's absolutely historic. It's a different level of stadium. It's seen everything. So I want to know what it is and what it's going to take to get you to move away from Old Trafford. Some people are already on board completely with the new stadium idea. And it's really interesting. It's like James, who we had on the other night, passionately doesn't want to leave Old Trafford. That's where his memories are, and that's what he wants to continue going to Old Trafford for. He wants to make new memories there. But right now, the conversations are, and I'll go into what was actually said first of all. So it's come from James Ducker of the Telegraph. He says, Sir Jim Ratcliffe wants Manchester United to create the Wembley of the North. I'm not having that. I don't like that title at all. We're better than Wembley. Under bold plans for a spectacular new Old Trafford home. Could seek to lobby government for funds amid levelling up and pledges given potential scale/nature of the project. This and more. I mean, the scaling up, the levelling up, government funds, clever businessman. I mean, what they're planning here is a completely new stadium, which is a stone's throw from Old Trafford. It's just on the back car park. So if you've ever been to Old Trafford, the car park behind the Stretford end, it's crossing over there. That's the space that Manchester United obviously own, and that's where they want to move the new Old Trafford. I mean, can you even call it the new Old Trafford? That doesn't sound right, does it? And this straight away starts to play on the heartstrings again. You're actually losing the vintage sort of Old Trafford fear factor. One thing that I'm guessing a lot of you are actually going to be big on in terms of what it's going to take for us to move from Old Trafford is, how do you carry that atmosphere across? How do you make sure that this is a place that's going to be feared by many teams travelling from all over Europe, not just England? Because that's what it's going to have to be, because that's what opposition coming to Old Trafford think. When they come to Old Trafford, they're fearing coming there because of that Old Trafford roar, the Stretford end, the second half shooting to the Stretford end, the pressure that you're going to be under. Everyone who wins a coin toss at Old Trafford on the opposition side always makes Manchester United kick to the Stretford end first, because they know in the second half, no matter how well they're playing, there's always a chance that crowd could suck that ball in the goal. I'm going right down nostalgia road here, by the way. I know, just give me it, because this is a big one for me as well with Old Trafford. It really is. Actually, Carol, the Wi-Fi actually is pretty decent at Old Trafford now. They've fixed it, believe it or not. Honestly, it does work quite well. And the signal boosters actually work well. I can happily post things on social media. Videos, in fact, well inside Old Trafford now. It's crazy. I know, it's crazy. But it does look like they've invested in the Wi-Fi, Carol. But yeah, I understand the laughing part of that. I do, because for years it was just like, you go in there and you be like, I can't do anything. I can't ring anyone. And they come on. There'll be times when they come on the tannoy, the services at Old Trafford, and say, so-and-so train route has been cancelled. Can you please make arrangements for your travel home, or a certain road, or a certain tram won't be working, or something like that? And you'd be like, yeah, we would if we could, but you can't message out, you can't ring out. That's what it used to be like. It was horrible, but they fixed that now, and it does work quite well. But again, I look at it, and I look at the pros of the new stadium. First of all, straight away, you're talking best facilities, comfier seats, screens you can actually see replays on. Ooh, an actual TV screen in Old Trafford. That would be something. Guys, by the way, I forgot to tell you, why you're not liking a video, please subscribe. And I think we have got a donated membership from our man of going on that much. G96U, welcome to the members club, my friend. Gifted by the Honourable General Foodie. Thank you so much. Guys, please keep liking the video. All of your likes are much appreciated. We're over 400 in the room with us already. This is a subject that is definitely going to hit home with a lot of fans, and I wanted to get your input on this one. I'll come to mine in the end, but Brian Fawcett says 1958 stadium. I can see the appeal. I want a state-of-the-art Stella bar for starters, says Alien. This is what Sir Jim is proposing. So this is where he's using the levelling up. Now, the levelling up is a government scheme for... how did it actually... I just need to make sure. So it's basically the levelling fund is being backed for projects in certain areas. So he could in this actually get funding for the stadium. And this is what we've got now in this smooth operator in Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He's not a billionaire for nothing. Let's just call it as it is. He is going to actually look into that levelling fund because he's going to build the area up as well around Old Trafford, turn it into more of an experience. This is going to create masses and masses and masses of jobs. He is building not just a stadium, but the whole experience around the stadium, which we have said for a long time now needed to be on the priority list at Manchester United. There is nothing there for fans to get excited about at all. There really isn't. Carol is absolutely smashing it tonight. She's just gifted 5 memberships out. Carol, you ultimate legend. And they've gone to Barry, Mike, Sean, Demo, and there's one more. Where is it? Barry, Mike, Sean, Demo. Why am I missing one? Who else has taken that membership? Why can't I see the 5th one? There's 5 in there, isn't there, guys? Surely I'm not missing one here. So we've got Demo, we've got Sean, we've got Mike, we've got Barry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the 5th? Who else has taken one there? That's weird. I can't see the 5th one. That is strange. No, I cannot see it. I'm going blind. People just tell me if I'm being stupid here. But, yeah, that's how Sir Jim is looking at it. I've seen the map. I've seen where it's going to go. There's plenty of space for it. We know this. It's what happens to Old Trafford. That's what I think is going to be the snag with a lot of fans. That's what I think is going to be the stumbling block with a lot of fans. Gifted membership from Joanna Ladley. Thank you so much, Joanna. And that has been taken by... Is YouTube actually gifting these things out here, or am I not seeing them? Lenny. Lenny has got that membership. Welcome to the Members Club, Lenny, and welcome everybody to the Members Club. It's now showing me 7. Oh, YouTube, what are you doing to me right now? I cannot see who's getting... Sorry, guys, if I've missed it. Gem... Sorry. Oh, God, totally tongue-twisted. The Honest Tiger has gifted another membership out now, which has gone to Super Fat Frank. And the YouTube names are catching me as well. Cheers, guys. Loving the contributions. I love you all. You're absolutely smashing it tonight. But yeah. Super chats and memberships and new members, everyone. Thank you so much. Really appreciated. We're over 120 likes already. It's absolutely brilliant, guys. Old Trafford. What happens to Old Trafford if we go and build a new stadium? That's what I wanted to get onto next. That's very important. He needs to tread carefully around that, Sir Jim. And we talked the other day about Andy Burnham, the Manchester Council leader and Mayor of Manchester. He was also at the memorial today as well. He's fully on board with everything. So you're looking at it and you're going, wow, okay. There's a lot of movement on this straight away before Ineos are even through the door. Now, we talked earlier on this morning about how close we are now. So Jim has had the vote of confidence, and these B shares and then power voting shares have been granted by the members, shareholders, members at Manchester United now. So the ratification is round the corner. I think we're going to hear news very, very quickly. And it's like what David Gill said. Things are going to move very, very quickly when Sir Jim takes charge. He isn't afraid to spend money, and he just wants to enjoy his money now. Patrick Walsh, welcome to the Members Club, my friend. That gifted by Huggles. Thank you, Huggles, you legend. And welcome to the Members Club, Strinny. I can't even say that, sorry. Strinny, well, let's call you Strinny. My dyslexia is kicking in there with the amount of O's and M's in that name. But yes, thank you so much, you absolute legends. I love you all. You are absolutely destroying it tonight. Please like the video, guys, and keep it coming. And get your comments in. And yeah, get your comments coming in. I want to know what you think about Old Trafford. I'm just going to get up to the poll right now. New Trafford is winning by 63% to 37. Interesting. Very interesting. Gary Sanderson has gifted another membership, which has gone to Barry Enright. Welcome to the Members Club, Barry. And Gary, you ultimate legend, my friend. Thank you so much. So what happens to Old Trafford? My idea in my head was, and by the way, I would, and Strinny, having just become a member, I was just donated another £5. You guys are not even giving me a chance to speak tonight. It is awesome. Thank you so much. Paul Stemp, Mike Crammon, Ed Barrett, Compost Smith, and Guy Rothwell. Welcome to the Members Club, boys. I hope you have an amazing day, and you are now classed as 100% ultimate legends of FUTV. Thank you so much. I am loving this show tonight. But yeah, I am fully on board with redeveloping Old Trafford. That's just where I'm at, if it can be done. If it can't be done and we are struggling, and we're struggling big time, i.e. the infrastructure, everything around Old Trafford, and it not being possible, then realistically, we move across to a new stadium, it's on the same piece of land, then I have to take that serious and accept that that is the only way forward for Manchester United. It's a tough call, it's a very tough one. I don't want to be making that call, but it is for the better of the football club. What does this stadium need? I'll go back to it again. It's what Sir Jim does with Old Trafford after we start building the new stadium. That's what I want to know is going to happen. What do we do? Now, where the new stadium is supposedly planned and going is taking up a lot of car parking spaces. What I don't want to see happen is that happen there. We open up all of that land, fan park, new shops, restaurants, bars, bandstands, things like this. Proper entertainment for match-going fans, giving them the full match day experience. Then that is all good and well. But I don't want Old Trafford flattening just to be another car park. I couldn't handle that. That would be absolutely devastating to all the fan base. Old Trafford needs to be used, maybe turned into a smaller stadium, 2 grounds, women's and under 21s stadiums and grounds, something like that. It has to have football at its at the forefront of it if it does go, because it has to go. We can't have 2 stadiums next to each other. You go to the new stadium, it has to absolutely dwarf Old Trafford for anyone to be convinced that this is the right move. I'm talking size, like, whoa, you can see this place from a mile away, driving up the road. It's one of them daunting prospects for opposition fans and teams to come to. It's like, whoa, Old Trafford. It's not Old Trafford now, but Jesus, what is that? Whatever they name it, the new Old Trafford, I said that can't wait for obvious reasons, but that's what it has to be. It has to dwarf Old Trafford for one. A super chat from Strinny says, and his first one, it's my birthday today, so handing out gifts, Strinny is cool. Strinny is cool. Thank you so much, my man. That is really generous of you. Happy birthday. Hope you're having a good one. Let us know where you're watching from, Strinny, as well, my man. I'm always interested to know where people are actually tuning in from. I've got, at the moment, guys, as well, just to let you know, we're having a little bit of a meeting, talking about the content and what's good and what you guys like, because obviously your input is massive on the shows as well. So we're not only talking about the restructure of Old Trafford here tonight, we're talking about the channel as well. We're going to be doing some new things coming up in the pipeline. So yeah, just let us know what your input is, and leave us a message or a comment on the video after the stream is finished. That would be great. Loving everyone, wishing Strinny happy birthday there. That is this community here on FUTV. Right, okay, now we've got the opportunity to. 64% of you, by the way, are going with the new stadium right now. It's an interesting one. I didn't think that was going to happen, to be honest. I thought most people would want to try and hold on to Old Trafford, but we are moving with the times. Just call it the theatre of dreams. Simple as, says Alien with a super chat. Some would go with that. 1958 stadium. Some would like that, like the previous comment said. Please give the video a like, guys. Over 500 in the room with us already. Fantastic. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're talking new or Old Trafford, the stadium. So Jim's plans to completely redevelop the area around Old Trafford and the new stadium. Has to be. This is what my musts are. Has to be a full standing section Stretford end behind the goal on the left-hand side to the cameras, as always. That has to be it. Similar to what Spurs have done with theirs, one going all the way up, but huge. All safe standing, all the way up, like the wall at Dortmund Stadium. Has to be like that. There has to be a focal point within the stadium. The noise, like 25,000, 30,000 in that one stand behind the goal. The stadium has to have 100,000 fans in it. We cannot be building a stadium now that isn't 100,000 fans. That would just be ridiculous. It has to be the best in the country. Simple as. It has to be better than Spurs. The facilities, the bars within, everything has to be the best. Retachable pitch. That's one. We need to be able to bring revenues in, so it needs to be able to host concerts. And I think it should have a roof. I don't know if we're going all out. I think it needs to have a roof as well, so it can host these concerts. Maybe the American side of things, we know we don't like the Glazers. No one likes the Glazers, but like Spurs are doing, I'd love to go and watch NFL or another sport at Old Trafford as well. We need to move with the times. There's the nostalgia fans now. It's like, no, we're not part of all that new breed of stuff there. It's Old Trafford. We're just old school football fans. Well, no. We're Man United, and we need to be at the forefront of anything that is new. And then we're looking at the training ground after that as well. But yeah, that is the basis of the stadium for me. I think it has to be that. I think it has to be 100,000 in the stadium. Full safe standing, 25 to 30,000 seater stand. Big, daunting, massive stand behind the goal on the left as the cameras are looking in. Recreate the Stretford end, but better. I think there needs to be in there as well, like they're doing now, a certain member of United fan in there. Whether it be the younger one, the vocal section, it needs to be the hardcore Manchester United fan, all in that stand. The away fans need to be sent right up to the heavens, out of the way where no one can see them. And that is one of my biggest bugbears with Old Trafford right now. Our away fans get the best seat in the house. It's ridiculous. And outside of the stadium, it has to be... Ooh, everyone, you need to get... Oh, look at this. Yay, I got double bubble. Everyone get thanking Kaz in the chat. She's on with the drinks. First day work, this. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, outside of the stadium, like I've said, there needs to be some form of complex, a big walkway up with a massive, and I'm talking the biggest and best fan park that you can get. I'm talking all of the restaurants that you can imagine, bars, one designated football bar, a huge one, where people who are just going, because this is obviously going to bring money in to Manchester United, and I feel like there's going to be parts of this that are open 24/7. Obviously, it needs to cater for everyone's needs as well because it's part of the community. So I feel like they need to take advantage of that, and it does need to cater for everyone. But there needs to be a full-on designated massive fan park zone, like indoor bar area where thousands and thousands of fans can go with a wraparound bar. I mean, I'm full imagination mode right now, but if we're going to do this, then we're going to do this properly. Manchester United, if you're going to try and tempt me away from Old Trafford, you need to give me the world, and you need to make it appealing, and you need to make it so fans could want to go there, even if there was no football on. That's what it is. It needs to be a concert venue. It needs to be everything in one. And Manchester United, I feel, should look at their models of stadium that are in America, like the one in Las Vegas, like the one in LA. The MetLife Stadium as well, like I've said, fantastic stadiums that we went to on tour. And I feel like they're the benchmark. They are everything. Manchester United should be at that level. That we are. It's embarrassing that we are where we are, but the more noise I'm hearing from Sir Jim Ratcliffe, and I mean, if he can actually get government funding for this, then yeah, he is more clever than what we thought as well. And that's the guy in charge. He's going to make Manchester United actually, he's going to put us back on the map with the way that things are going, the way he's talking. But this would be the statement piece if you're getting rid of Old Trafford, you're creating an absolute monster. You're creating a monster of a stadium that people are going to be scared to come to, and that's what it has to be. You've got to eclipse everything that's out there already. Heated seats, says Patrick. Actually, guys, I've gone on for 25 minutes there. I'm sorry. I'm just going to blame you because you were being so generous with the memberships and everything. But get in the comments section right now, guys. What I want to know is, what does this stadium have to tempt you away from the old school Old Trafford? What does it need? New stadium all depends. For me, it has to be something really big and different for me to be on board, says Vulps. Yep, same as me. Guess. Yeah, feels like it's a younger approach to renovate. In the end, the youth will have the area longer than us old folks, so kind of makes sense. It's true. It's true. Barry, call new stadium after Harry Maguire. Steady on. Steady on. Tony says, Adam, I know it's off topic, but what are the views on the Premier League clubs meeting today? Is this the meeting that I was... this is probably... Is it regarding the squad value, Tony? Just elaborate on that, because I've seen something pop up on Sky, but I was talking about this before it even came relevant. So I was watching the meeting between the EFL and the Premier League when they were in front of Parliament, in front of the MPs being grilled. You know, the one with that Everton fan woman sat right behind Masters as he was being quizzed by MPs. So what they are going to do, I think they're going to... This is already in place, by the way, with financial fair play with FIFA, with UEFA. So each club will have to, or can only spend a certain amount in relation to their revenues. So their squad amount can equate to, I think it's 70% of your revenue. So that's the amount of cost that the players are. And yes, Manchester United are well within that right now already, and it would give us more money to spend. I said this the other day and everyone was laughing at me. I said United can spend 400 million if they want to with financial fair play and the way it's going. I did a video on Manchester United and how financial fair play and PSR was going to be an advantage for us in the summer while Sir Jim Ratcliffe's coming in. No one bothered, no one said anything. And now on Sky, what comes up when I turn it on? Manchester City and Manchester United will be able to spend 400 million in a transfer window with the new rules of PSR and financial fair play coming in. Thank you. You only have to read and you only have to do a bit of research as to see as what's going on. This is already in place in financial fair play in UEFA. Now the Premier League are bringing it in to help with the EFL. If I can remember right, please do correct me if I'm wrong. But from what I was reading and listening to a few weeks ago, the EFL prefer the squad valuation rule to help them, and money drifting down the pyramid. That would help them. But yeah, a little bit off topic there, but I want to get back onto the stadium. Going to be a tough game. Let's build on momentum. Totally off subject again, but loving your chats. Keep having your little private chats in there as well. I don't want to leave Old Trafford. The nostalgia, memories we've all had, the players that have graced that pitch, we can't just bin it off. Spurs have, because they had no history, just refurbed well. Yep, I understand all of that, Top Cat. That is the issue that we've got right now. Spurs have got a go-kart racetrack underneath. I had no idea that was there. I've been there a couple of times and not known that. So Jim, new fracking Old Trafford. That fracking thing again. God. Do you think we will have Beyonce concerts? Says General Food. I think we'll have everyone concerts. Everyone will want to be at this new stadium if United do build it. Don't be tempted by the multi-million purpose stadium. You don't want an NFL game or Taylor Swift concert tearing up the field days before the match. I did say retractable pitch though, Super Fat Frank. It has to have that because that is the only thing that can cater for concerts, which, yes, generates more money for the football club. Manchester United are just not with it. Commercially, there's so much more money to be made out of stadiums and holding certain events. Old Trafford is perfect for the amount of roads in and out. Transport-wise, if they did open up the train line again, it would be ideal. The trams going into Manchester and out, it's well connected to all motorways. It's perfect. The location is bang on. We have a super chat. First super chat in from Gary Sanderson. Thank you, Gary. He says, remain at Old Trafford, in my opinion. It should be upgraded, but also nothing lasts forever, so I can see other points of view. This is going to come to a point, I feel, where everyone doesn't want to move from Old Trafford, and they want people to just make the decision for them. That's what I think is happening right now. I think people just want this to be done and taken out of their hands. I'm not being funny with that either. I know everyone's got an opinion and everyone deserves to have their say. I just feel like it's such an awkward one that people just want the decision taken out of their hands. And they'll be like, deep down, they'll be like, oh, I don't want to, I was never for this. But you're all going to go again because you want to be part of the new era of Manchester United. So, do I sound like I'm being a bit too abrupt there with you guys? I'm just telling it straight, that's all. Oh, yeah, nice. Anyway, let's get into some more of your comments and see what you're saying about it. Liam, Madrid have done a good job with the Bernabeu. They've done an amazing job with it. I just don't see how Man United can do that with Old Trafford. The South Stand and the railway and the houses behind that, I think, just make it impossible. It would need like a wrap, wouldn't it? It's like a car that's looking a bit rugged and then you go and get it wrapped. You know what I mean by that? You see the cars that have the film wrapping that goes around them, just changes the look of them completely. Inside, will we be able to change it? The outside looks good, but the inside is going to stay the same. Where are you going to put screens in Old Trafford? I just don't know how they're going to rebuild it. I really don't. I mean, I'm all for it. If you can convince me that we can get one of these comfy stadiums where I'm not kneeing people in the back of the head because I'm 6'4" and there's no leg room at all at Old Trafford. If you can convince me that we're going to keep the same amount of seats in there but make it more spacious, make the experience better, then build a fan park outside because the space is there, I'm all for it. I am. I just don't see how we deal with that South Stand. It's going to take the best of the best in development and engineering to actually get this done if you're going to redevelop Old Trafford. It really is. Graham says, Top Cat, Spurs have a lot of history. They were once the best supported football club in the country. Graham's going down his history road again here. When you get Graham going on some of the old stuff, guys, beware. He's there. He's got his book, his tree of knowledge, Graham. Everton can't wait to get out of Goodison. Alien, you know why, mate. That is a shithole of a stadium. It really is the worst stadium in the country, in my opinion. And in the Premier League. Sorry. I mean, some would say Kenilworth Road, but for longevity, I would say Goodison Park is the worst. Oh, it's old school and there is value in that. There is. But everyone's moving forward now. They cannot wait to get out into their new stadium. So everyone moves on. Everyone moves on. I mean, Manchester United and Liverpool, soon enough, they're going to be the only ones that haven't moved. Newcastle as well. I think Newcastle have got plans to redevelop St James's Park, actually. But that's great because it's got the city centre around it and everything that is Newcastle. It's a fantastic away day. It really is. But the space around Old Trafford, I feel, needs to be utilised. And it can actually earn the club money as well. It's going to bring jobs to the community. It's going to earn the club money. I think Manchester United are missing out here, I feel. We need to be in on this NFL coming to the UK. We need to be in on the concerts. This is what City have done. They've actually built an indoor concert venue right next to the stadium now. They've got a massive fan park with bandstands. Over the road, they've got their training facilities. They just utilised the whole area that they had. And you know what? No one's complaining because of the amount of jobs that it's bringing. And you know what? This goes as far as this financial fair play situation for Manchester City. And no one in government, after what City have done and what they've done to the community, is really going to want to get involved, I don't feel, in City's case. Because, like we said, a lot of money has exchanged hands. I'm not saying much more on the matter, but when you start getting into politics side of things, then you're talking down a different avenue altogether. And I feel like some of that is actually in play. But if you're telling the council that you are going to redevelop Manchester, bring jobs, bring home in, which you probably will do, then they're going to be all for it. So I feel like this is how they're going to push it. I think they're going to push the community side of things and make this really appealing to everyone within the area, and that's how they're going to go, and that's how the sell is. Newcastle don't own their stadium, the council do. Does it matter? Does it matter who owns the stadium for you? As long as like the lease is strong and they're willing to invest and develop it. City didn't own theirs, did they? That's why it was called the council house. But it's once the stadium is built, it brings money to the area, so nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change. The only issue with not owning the stadium is the naming rights, I feel. And I think that's where Manchester United, again, that's where a lot of fans are going to be like, well, no. Even the Glazers daren't touch Manchester United Stadium and the name. There was an opportunity there to make absolute fortunes and probably earn enough money to clear the debt. But the Glazers, and that's them, the Glazers didn't even think about changing Manchester United Stadium name because they knew that was out of bounds. And they could have literally earned a packet and wiped out all of Manchester United's debt with renaming Old Trafford. That's how much they would have made from that. But they didn't go near it. So, again, another stumbling block. Saying that, though, the Glazers would never build anything because that actually costs money, and money they don't like spending. Stephen says, I know it's not ideal, but is it possible now to transfer the pitch from Old Trafford to the new Trafford? Hey, this masterful engineering, I'm sure, can get it done. I'm sure they could get it done. Guys, we're on the road to 300 likes. We're almost there, just 44 away. If everyone in the chat right now, because there's over 600 in with us, could give the video a like, then we would be right up there, guys. Please give the video a like. Let's get into it. I'm going right in comment section all the way through now, guys. So get any questions that you want to me. Get any comments that you want regarding Old Trafford and the redevelopment in right now. This is your show, guys. We're going all in on the chats all the way through. Real Madrid played at their reserve team stadium and a reduced capacity Bernabeu. That's how they did it. Yes, I remember, but they still managed to play there, and they made it work. It was like a short-term loss for a long-term gain. Where are United going to play? This is the problem. We're not going to go down the road to City. That's not going to work. I don't know any other stadium where you could get the fans to go to where. There's no bigger stadium to house the amount of season ticket holders Manchester United have got. Manchester United have got more season ticket holders than City's whole stadium holds. They can't upset people. Honestly, if it came to it, I think they would just go down the new stadium road to save the aggro of dealing with all of the season ticket holders and fans that can't get in the stadium. The ones that have been going for years, and you've got some long-term season ticket holders that are going to be thrown out. I don't think that's going to go down well. Apparently Sky Sports have said the Premier League are changing financial fair play rules. I bet it allows City to get off with 315. Yeah, this is what I was saying all along, guys. In terms of what's been said, it's going down the squad to value and revenue side of things, and that's how Manchester United are going to benefit from this. It's like Manchester United and Manchester City can spend 400 million in a transfer window in these new rules. Newcastle, richest club in the world, 150 million, because the revenues are so big. I said this on the video. Go and watch my video. I was ahead of the time. I did it. I did a full financial fair play breakdown, and people just looked at it and went, yeah, okay, it's a great video. It's a great concept. Nice thinking. It's happening. I told you, Manchester United. So Jim Ratcliffe knows what's coming. He's not stupid. He's in at Manchester United now. He knows United have an advantage over everyone else because we are a juggernaut. We create so much money. So that's why this is happening. Okay. If we build a new stadium, I'm going on hunger strike. Well, what I mean is I'll probably skip lunch, says Richard. I like that one, Richard. Well done. Nearly there at the 300 like mark, guys. 288. We need 12 more. Keep it coming. Money-wise, they'll need a new stadium so the current one can still be used. Yeah, I mean, a Manchester United stadium what's it going to take? What, 3-4 years maybe? So we still got plenty of time at Old Trafford. And I know that's that's poor excuse. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying, like, we have still got many years left in us at Old Trafford, even if we did think about building a new stadium. But still, I don't think it's going to be enough for a lot of fans. I really don't. I still think, though, most fans would move across and still be happy. It would be painful at first, but a lot would make the move and be okay. Everyone knows that you have to move with the times. We cannot fall behind the likes of Manchester City, Tottenham, Arsenal, Newcastle. If they make the right moves, we can't afford to fall behind anymore. We need to be at the forefront of everything. In my opinion, we should rebuild Old Trafford like Tottenham rebuilt their stadium. I mean, they had the Pac-Man effect, didn't they? The new stadium ate the old stadium, and they've sort of clung on a little bit. It was very clever. Manchester United is nearly that. It's like its twin and upgraded brother is just being built a stone's throw away across the car park. Is that close enough? They're banking on it, and what the Telegraph has said and Sir Jim's team have been saying is because it's so close, a lot of fans would think that would convince a lot of the United fans. It's on the same plot of land. Is that enough for you? It's embarrassing. Old Trafford is in such poor condition that it could not be considered for the Euros this summer. It wasn't a case, Paul, that it wasn't considered for the Euros. Manchester United said that they could not commit to the Euros and putting the stadium forward because there's a possibility that we may be regenerating it or redoing it, refurbishing Old Trafford. So by the time the Euros came about, we could be in the middle of a refurbishment, and they could not say yes or no whether it was happening or not, and that's why we are not in the Euros. It's not because it's that bad that they can't house any major tournament. We can. But Manchester United did have plans in the pipeline, and they couldn't commit to doing the Euros because there may be works going on at the time of when the Euros came to town. That's all. It's not like they won't take it. Roof leak when I was in... roof leaks when we was in our pomp in 2008. Mr. Gill was saying this in the Rio interview. It has had a problem for a while. It has. Bulldoze Old Trafford and build new stadium. Share City's ground during the rebuild. Andrew, that's not going to go. Sorry, mate. That'll never happen. We'll never share in Manchester City. We'd have tore the place apart every time. It's like, I still don't know how San Siro managed it with Inter Milan and AC Milan. I remember going back, when was it? I think it was 2004, 2005. Manchester United got beat 1-0, 1-0 by AC Milan. Crespo, fantastic player at the time. We had Van Nistelrooy, Rooney. We had a great team, but AC Milan taught us a footballing lesson. I went to both legs, home and away, at the San Siro. So AC Milan played on the Tuesday against us, and Inter Milan were playing the next day. Both teams were in the Champions League at the same time. The AC Milan ultras were burning the seats. They set fire to the seats in the stand because they knew that Inter Milan were playing the next night. How do you house that? We've seen Manchester City fans come into Old Trafford and destroy the toilets, smashing sinks off the wall. Manchester United, and I'm not saying every single United fan would do this, there is the minority, and you know what I'm talking about. We would go in there and there would be problems. We would absolutely destroy the place. We would. No one would want to sit on a blue... Would you want to sit on a City fan season ticket seat? I don't want to sit on a blue seat. That's never going to happen. I don't know how we manage it. There is no stadium that could house the amount of Manchester United fans we've got. There's no stadium around us that could house the amount of season ticket holders. So, no. I just don't see it. I don't see how we go and level out another. The only way we can do it is if we close part of the stadium that's being built, and it takes a little bit of the atmosphere away and a bit of the attendance away. It's a big hit to take, to be honest. I think the athletic club that rebuilt and lost a lot of the magic and feeling. Don't know if they got it back, but I remember fans complaining after the move. Yeah, definitely guess. Just reading through some more. Yeah. Build a 100,000 stadium on spare land and reduce current Old Trafford to 40,000 stadium for women, under 21s and under 18s. It makes sense to me. I would rebuild Old Trafford into 2 grounds. I would. And people can use them grounds as well. The under 21s and women's team need to be playing in Manchester. That is a definite yes. Mind gardening. You don't chance stadium. Old Trafford is part of the fabric. You don't change. Stadium. Old Trafford is part of the fabric of Man United. It will be ripping up the heart out of the club, effectively selling out. The idea is ridiculous. We're not Arsenal or Spurs. Gardening. I know exactly what you're saying there, but I'm sorry, mate. It is the reality. It is the reality. Pep Dynasty. Welcome to the members club. Bit of a weird name to have for a United channel, but welcome. That was gifted by Steve Brindle. Steve, welcome back, mate. I've not seen you for a while, my man. Sorry if you have been back and I've just missed your message, but thank you so much. Absolute legend. I understand what Mind Gardening says there. I do. It is ripping the heart out of, and I want Manchester United to redo Old Trafford, but I honestly don't see how we manage it. Unless someone convinces me, some architect, brilliant engineer manages to make this happen, then I find it really difficult to see how we do it. I just want to be convinced. I've not seen anything yet. I suppose this will all come in time now as well, won't it? It will. Chris says, renovating Old Trafford would be like wearing crusty underpants, putting a clean pair over the top and going out on the town. Still stinks. Oh, that is just a horrible... That's hanging thought, but yeah, I know what sort of analogy you're using there, mate, but yeah, it's horrible. Super chat in from Glenn Boy. Thank you, mate. If there was a new stadium, how would you feel if they went with the hybrid idea where it's intact but apartments were built in the stands? Yeah. The biggest thing about building a new stadium is what they do with Old Trafford. You cannot level it. That's the problem you've got. Ultimately, everything, all the plans, all the great ideas, you cannot level Old Trafford. The fans would just absolutely... They'd go off their heads. They'd go off the trolleys. They would. A mega super chat in from Big Gaza House says, example, Tesla Stadium at the Old Trafford grounds, sponsorship with homage to Old Trafford, to Old Stadium. Yes. That is I'm guessing you are from the States because of the super chat being in dollars, mate. But that is an example of how the Americans do things. It's hard because of the history, and it's like that's a great comment. And thanks for the super chat as well, Gaza. But there's still people that just don't want to entertain the American side of things. And a lot of them actually don't want to entertain it because our owners are American and all they know as American ownership is running the club into the ground. There are fans that are like that. And nearly everyone I was with today at that memorial for the Busby Babes, I would say would be in the no, don't want a new stadium category. That sort of United fan. There are different groups of United fan. There really are. And it's hard to balance it. It really is. And Sir Jim has got a tough job. It's all right now because he's talking from the outskirts and he's making all the right noises. But Sir Jim Ratcliffe is going to come into Old Trafford and he's going to upset a lot of people with a lot of the stuff that he is saying and what he does. So that's to come yet. It's all nicey-nicey at the moment, but there's going to be a lot of fallout in this as well. Let me just see now. Paul says the railway line is too much of an issue. Yes, there are new technology, but it won't solve the problem. It's tough because you've got the housing estate over the back of that as well. Tony Gallagher says we need to have a better stadium than the Etihad. That'll be easy. Only been catching after it's gone out, mate. York and Life have dictated. Steve. All right, sorry. That's all right, mate. You just stay in there and come in when you can. Get the architects from the Madrid build to refurbish. I mean, apparently we have got the best in class looking over the renovation of everything. And let's see what they come back with, eh? I mean, like I said, when everything is ratified, so Jimmy's in, we're going to start hearing from him, and then we're going to start knowing exactly what his plans are and what's going on, and how Manchester United are moving forward off the pitch as well as on it, because we're getting a lot of talk about on it, but the infrastructure side is something that really is at the forefront of a lot of the Manchester United fans right now, and in their thinking, they want to know where they're going to be going and what they're going to be supporting their team in. Is it a new stadium? Is it a revamped Old Trafford? There's a lot. There's an awful lot. Lovely job there. Steve, mate, what is going on? Thank you so much for that super chat. You did not need to do that, mate, honestly. I just appreciate you being back in the chat and you're well, mate. But £50, wow, mate, that is awesome. Thank you so much. I miss your Christmas bonus. Love the channel and your work. Keep it up, fella, and all the team, mate. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Everyone, please get in the chat. Likewise with Gaza as well. Super chats like that go a long way with the channel, guys. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Again, I cannot. Yeah, it blows me away when you get like donations like that. All of the members, all of the super chats, guys, it all goes back into the channel. I actually used some of the money from the channel the other day just to invest in to some new equipment that's going to help us do some more different types of content as well. That's all you guys. That's all I want to do is just bring the best and something different for you guys to get involved in. It does feel like you are fully on board with this channel. And that is it. I challenge you guys, if I ran for another 9 minutes, would you make that 500 like mark? You've been trying to get it on these live shows for so long. And it was one of them. If we got to 500 likes, I would dye my hair blonde. There's a lot of you been trying to do it, and you've just not had the numbers there, but you're at 350 right now. What have you got in you? I'm challenging you. I don't think you've got it in you, because we're not going to go more than an hour. But here's your opportunity, because you're not far away and the vibe is good. So is this the moment? Is this the moment? We'll see. Graham, how are we doing, Gray? Hope you're well, my man. United should have won the double in 1950s. Are you talking to someone else again, Graham? I thought he was actually sending me a comment there, mate. Sounds like Graham's educating the room again. But Adam goes blonde. Come on, says Jonathan. You're struggling. TikTok. 8 minutes. I'm going to cut it off when it gets to 499, even if it got close. I'm joking. I wouldn't do that to you, I promise. Smash the like button. Yeah, I bet you're saying smash the like button now. Where was you before? I clean my place all day, and to be honest, it looks the same. I get that comment. I do. Oh, get your comments in now, guys, on Old Trafford. Come on, it is a full show on what we should do. The poll has not moved much at all. You only have to tell me in the poll, guys. You don't necessarily have to come in with comments if you don't want to. But, yeah, we are Manchester United Stadium plans. New Trafford or Old Trafford? We're going 62% are saying New Trafford right now. Big as a House says, trust me, I despise the Glazers, but the income would help so much with financial fair play. Look at what the New York Yankees did with the Yankee Stadium. People swore they would hate the new one. This is it. In time, everything heals, doesn't it? And that's where Manchester United are at right now. They're testing the waters with the fan base. It's a tough one. It really is a tough one. And Manchester United fans won't like it at first. Guaranteed there'll be a big chunk of the United fan base that won't be for it. Whatever happens, will never please everyone. That's very true, Paul. It just needs to be a respectful project. Very true. Stu Stoney says 500 likes. Adam gets Garnacho blonde haircut. Government paying Universal Credit FC. leveling up funds. We're helping the area. Kaz says, I'm the only one not wanting 500 likes. I have to be seen in public with him. Yep, sorry. It's not my fault. Squeaky bum time, Adam says, Barrett. No, you are struggling. You're not going to make it. You're only just over 400. Thanks, by the way, for the 400 likes, guys. Really appreciate it. And again, to all the super chatters, new members, there's 17 new members tonight just off the stream, guys. It's amazing. There is going to be a bit of a members giveaway as well soon, so stay tuned to the community post as well, guys. I'm going to have to leave at 7:30 to speak to a man about a dog. I tickled the like button an hour ago. Great show, Adam. Thanks for that, Graham. Great information and great input, mate, but thanks for the like. David says, my mum rented a black and white TV to watch that, but I was a bit too young to remember it. I remember the so-called Lion of Vienna bagging Harry Gregg into the net in 58. Ah, right now, I got you. Oh, that's mega, that, Dave. That is what it's all about. That's what today was all about as well. By the way, it was brilliant today. It was absolutely pissing it down. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. No one was bothered. Everyone just stood there. Mr. Jim was there. David Brailsford, Sir Alex Ferguson. Brian Kidd was there. Paddy Creran, who I could see. The speakers were great, and the poems, the songs, it brought a tear to your eye. It's what it's all about. And that is this football club. That is what our foundations are, and it was an amazing day today. It really was. It's what part of being a Manchester United fan is. The history is something that everybody needs to know, and I think a lot of people will educate themselves on the history of Manchester United, a lot of the younger fan base, because the United fan base actually makes sure that the younger generation know about the history. There's a good blend and a good mix, and I'm not just saying that because we are Manchester United fans. It is true. We have got amazing fans at this football club. We really do. The best community for Man United content. Now smash the like button, says Gray. Yes, it is. 415. Is that a record? It's getting close to one of our streams for getting that. Yes, definitely. This year it's the highest anyway. I'll say that. I get nostalgia, but times move on. Old Trafford will be no more one day. If not now, then when down the line? It's true. As well as biting the bullet and getting with the new times now. Words. I don't think you want to be saying them words, but they're true. That is what it's about. I would love to see Old Trafford refurbished and massively improved if it is financially viable, with the Cliff turned into a museum, Carrington turned into a 30,000 seat stadium for the women and the youth. Oh God, I don't think the road end's big enough for Carrington, to be honest. Steve Brindle has dropped in another gifted membership taken by Lewis Jackson. Lewis, welcome to the Members Club again, my friend. You are more than welcome, you legend. Almost, but not as big a legend as Steve. He is the ultimate one today. He has smashed it and brought the house down. He really has. But guys, I am going to call it there. Oh, no, I'm not, because we got another super chat in from London 1965-7. Renovate stadium? Yes. Go blonde? No. He might look like Klopp. No, I won't. Oh, actually, I don't know. I've never had blonde hair, so yeah, it would be a new one for me. But guys, you have run out of time anyway. It was a valiant effort. Credit to you. Over 425 likes on one stream. 18 new members. That is definitely the best of the year so far, guys. So give yourselves a pat on the back. I love this community. You are all absolutely awesome. I love the conversations in the chats, even the ones that I actually interrupt and butt in on, thinking that you're talking to me. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been amazing. It's been a ball. I've loved the stream. Thank you so much for all the super chats. And obviously, there's been loads tonight. It's been mega. Thank you to all the new members, all 18 of you. All of your comments and likes. It's been amazing. It's been fantastic. And I love you all. But guys, that is it for tonight. Have a great rest of the evening. I'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, like I said, stay tuned this week. There is a mix-up of content. There's some new stuff coming. I'm keeping it fresh. So yes, get your comments in below as well. What sort of content do you like to see as well? If you've got any ideas, drop them in. We're always open for ideas. It is your channel as well as mine. I'm just the face of it, bringing you the content. I want as much of you guys involved as possible. So yeah, thank you very much. And anyone who did meet today or seen, there were a couple of people that came over. Hello to you. Thanks for coming over. It was a great day. Fitting tribute to the Busby Babes. as it always is. Even more so today on the 66th anniversary as well. But that is it for tonight on the stream, guys. Like, share and subscribe. As always, I'll be back. Have a good one, people. See you later.